was exciting.
Yes, yes.
Thanks for asking for one.
I didn't ask for one. I asked, did you get one?
Oh, and I have one now. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it greatly.
Over the boards. New York lost to get another game over the boards. Remember, Buffalo and Montreal have been put out of the playoffs over the boards. Here he is, over the boards. Poor guy. There's one. That's it. And now there it is again over the boards. Now McDonough puts it over the boards, and this is for the winner. And let me tell you what happens there. He knows better. And let me tell you what happens to defensemen. What was the guy, Steve Sachs, with New York? He throwing the first, he didn't want to, and the guys know, but you ever see when you said go to do something, you get nervous? They never put it over that. And I got to hurry here, but how this started, the goaltenders like Cheevers, when things get tough, they would put it over. Then some bright guy said, well, what about if the defenseman does it too? And now the league can't stop it, because if somebody does stop it, then somebody gets hurt, they could get sued.
We thought it was boring. We thought too many teams were using the glass and they wanted offense.
Never mind using the glass. Nothing wrong with using the glass. Anyhow, put it up a little higher. Is this hard? Look, just put it up, maybe not quite that high, but put it up a little higher, and we'll save things like that. And you said, what did you say to me when we were sitting here?
The camera angle, it's a problem. This is from the interior, but for the play-by-play camera,
silly.
If it's higher, the stanchions on the top of the glass
interfere. Silly. Put the glass a little higher. I feel sorry for McDonough. He's a good kid. All right.
Leafs look good.
Reimer. Watch these saves right here. Reimer's keeping him in the game. They had 40 shots the last time, and he kept them around. And while he's making these saves, I'm going to say something. These silly people that come on the air and in the paper saying, high. He shoots high. He shoots high. They shoot high on him. They shoot high on all goaltenders now with the butterfly. You don't believe me? Watch the greatest player in the game playing today, right now, Crosby.
You were going upstairs all night on James Reimer. Was that the book?
Yeah, just trying to get it up. I mean, most goalies cover so much of the bottom now, so you got to find a way to get it up top. And it was nice to see that one go in. And
I think with all butterfly goaltenders and today's goaltenders, I think your first shot, you try to, if you're in tight, you're going to have to put pucks upstairs, and definitely your second opportunity is going to have to go upstairs. And any scrambles around, you got to go upstairs on goaltenders in the NHL nowadays.
Oh, goaltenders like that. It's just not Reimer. If it's all coverage, you got to go up. So quit saying that.
Whole montage of goals here scored in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Prove your point.
Watch this here. They're all high. Look, can I talk now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now watch. They're all high. Every one of them are high. See, the goaltenders, they're all got the low ball blacked out, so you got to go high. So quit saying about Reimer. Somehow, it was like Alan Bester a few years ago. You people remember? Between the legs. Stupid.
Alain Vigneault, was heartbreaking to watch the press conference after the Canucks lose. They had a chance at an empty net, almost got it. And then two best players, dependable players, just couldn't get it out. What a game for Roberto Luongo, though. Huh?
Now, let me say something about Roberto Luongo. I hope I'm saying it right. I've never met the guy. But I cannot believe all year we've heard Roberto Luongo. Oh, he's not playing well. Let's get Schneider in there. Roberto, you remember the playoffs when they were with Boston? I think they had 8 goals in 7 games. It wasn't Roberto. It was their scores. His losses this year, in 8 games, they've scored 10 goals. And they're not scoring. Like last night, they scored, I think, 3 in the playoffs. Vancouver, it's not your goaltenders. It's the guys that lead your league in scoring aren't scoring. So let's get that right. It's not Roberto. It's not the goalies. Forget the goalies. Let's get scoring some goals.
How about Pittsburgh Penguins, who can score, and they got stunned in Game 2? Yeah. Well, and the thing about that is, in Nabokov, it was 3-1 after one period of play, and then whereas the Sharks got the empty netter, Pittsburgh has a chance, and they don't.
Well, listen, let me just tell you, look, kids, Malkin is a good hockey player. Don't get me wrong. Anybody that says he can handle a puck, he can do a lot of things. But let me tell you something, kids. Never do what he does. He's a lazy hockey player. The score is, they're down by 1. They've got here, look what he does. Do it again. They're down by 1. See how much time's left? He loses the puck. Watch him skate off the ice like a lazy big while they're doing that. I mean, kids, never ever do that.
That reminds me, Paul McLean probably wants you to weigh in on the Eric Gryba 2-game suspension. What did you think of that?
Look, Brendan Shanahan had to suspend him. I don't know if he thought it was a bad hit or not. Look at this here headline. When you have a headline like this, this goes all over. You have to suspend the guy. When he saw this, it was suspension time, and he got this. I mean, you can't have this in the paper like that and not get suspended. And I don't know about the hit. I'm not getting into that.
Okay, we're tight for time, so let's get to the lines.
All right, now listen, my favorite thing, and I'm not going to do it again till the next series, but Gary, you've got to get these guys under control. People are booing. They're not paying $400 tickets to see these guys put a show on. Watch this here nonsense going on. It is absolute nonsense tonight. We do not, look, what they do is they give a little shake with the hand, and the guy, see, look, watch this here, nonsense here. At center ice, they're throwing guys out. It is, you've got to stop this. People do not pay money to see these guys put on a show. Now, we watch this one. This is the ultimate right here. And when they're near the end, I'm going to let this guy go. See, they're going to cause trouble and everything. Let this guy run over. Now, watch, he throws the other guy out. Now, when the next one's coming up, I want you to hear the fans that pay the big dough booing. Watch this here when at the end. Isn't this a joke? This is a joke. Gary, do something. These guys trying to be stars. They're just linesmen. They're failed refs. Let's get it started here. Look, I mean, the players they don't know what's going on here. But wait till you hear the Canadian one, the people booing. You have... The people paying the big dough are sick and tired of it.
That's good. You're going to nip this in the bud. That's the goal. Only the
Trying
finest
to get a case of it, eh?
booze. On Hockey Night in Canada, Coach's Corner with Don Cherry.